Well, the U.S. Supreme Court tossed out President Biden's student loan forgiveness plan today. The court's conservative majority also sided with a designer who was opposed to making same-sex wedding websites. Willie James Inman has the latest from outside the Supreme Court.
No justice! No peace!
Advocates for student debt relief marched from the Supreme Court to the White House following the court's ruling against President Biden's plan to forgive up to $20,000 in student loans for millions of Americans.
Student debt cancellation is legal and it is just, no matter what the Supreme Court says.
The administration had argued it had the power under a 2003 federal law to forgive the loans during national emergencies such as the coronavirus pandemic. But in the 6-3 decision by the court's conservative majority, Chief Justice Roberts wrote that the act allows the Secretary of Education to waive or modify existing provisions, not to rewrite that statute from the ground up. Critics of the plan held the decision.
My heart goes out to people who are really hoping to have that relief. I have student loans. I certainly would have benefited. But hey, at the end of the day, let's get Congress, if that's what we want. Let's talk to our congressmen.
In another major decision, the court's conservative majority sided with a Christian website designer who said she didn't want to create wedding websites for same-sex couples because of her religious beliefs. The justices ruled in favor of Lori Smith, who argued that her free speech rights were violated by a Colorado law prohibiting businesses open to the public from refusing service because of sexual orientation.
This decision is not what our Constitution, what our democratic republic stands for, which is founded on the promise of equal justice for all.
It is the latest Supreme Court win for religious rights.
And Senator Lindsey Graham responded to the Supreme Court's decision today. Graham said the decision to strike down the idea of doing away with student loans was a necessary check of what he calls an out-of-control executive, who he says clearly disregarded the law in order to achieve a political result. He added the idea was all politics and the court was right in making their decision.